All right,
I need
everyone.
to
I'm
finish the one that I just got.
loading
Yeah.
Oh.
up the live stream right now. Gonna make sure it's fully setting it up. All righty. And we are live. So, hello, everyone who's watching, anybody who is here with us right now, being our finalists and Benji. Welcome to Rites of Passage. This will be a time for you to share your amazing memories and experiences that you've had with each person voted out of this game during this season. And so we are going to be starting off with going from Zach, who was first boot, all the way down to Kat, who was our last juror as of last night. So I'm going to go ahead and give the floor to these two finalists who have worked so hard to be here, and they are going to share their time for with each of these people. And also, this will be public after the season. So any of you voted out will be able to go back and watch this. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and we're gonna start with the first person voted out, Zach.
I forgot Zach's name when I was doing the web. That's my only experience with Zach in this entire game.
Yeah. I just remember his intro video. He said he liked musical theater, and I was like, oh, or they liked musical theater, so,
Yeah.
but no memory, but positive.
Certainly no negative feelings.
Yeah.
All right. And now the next person voted out after Zach is Forrest.
Forrest filmed her video on a bus, and that's all I know about Forrest.
It was her birthday, right?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, during
Yeah.
when she filmed the intro video. Happy birthday,
Happy
Forrest.
birthday.
All righty. If that is all y'all have for Forrest, the next person, this person did start on the same tribe as you guys. So you have a little bit more here, and that's going to be Marcel.
And Marcel was cool when he showed up.
Yeah. I liked every conversation I had with him. He told me he thought I was a cool person. He wanted to work with me. Um, and I like hearing positive things about me. So is a cool dude.
Marcel voted for me, but I'm sure he's still a cool dude.
Yeah. He knew already that you're one to watch out for.
All righty. And the next person voted out after Marcel was Adam.
Oh my God, king of random.org. Um, when we kept trying to smash his plates and they kept missing. Oh, what a king.
What, like they weren't breaking?
Like we kept missing on his.
Oh, damn.
So, oh, you didn't play that challenge, right? The plate smashing
Yeah.
challenge? Yeah, we just kept trying to kill Adam and he kept not dying. Um, and then we lost immunity.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, he should go buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah.
All righty. So next up, we after Adam gets voted out, you guys do swap. And so with that being said, the next person up is Dex.
Another person that we did not interact with it. Well, I didn't interact with at all. Um,
or anything else at all?
Bex is a cool person.
He's from Brooklyn. That's pretty awesome. From Queens.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
Alrighty. And the next person voted out after Dex is Kim.
Ooh. I played Chinese checkers with Kim.
oh, how was that?
Oh my gosh, it was super fun. I legit was happy that I was playing with her because in her intro video she put like she was into sports and I'm super into sports and she was in Los Angeles and I was like, oh my God, this is someone I want to meet. Um, so it's just fun, like, oh my God, I see you in front of me playing Chinese checkers. That was hard. Like Chinese checkers is so hard. None of us knew the rules until like three times of going, and we are like, all right.
I played with Eric and Haley.
No.
Haley kept going in the wrong direction, like repeatedly.
Oh, she was the one going in the wrong direction. Okay. Kim was not going in the wrong direction, but
She gave
everyone
you a
else
run
was
for your
super
money.
awkward. She honestly she did.
We
All
love
of them
that.
did because I was like, I don't know how to play. I'm like learning as I go. But yeah.
Alrighty. So after Kim gets voted out, the next person after her is Patrice.
Patrice is a dog person. I wanted to play with Patrice so bad because I am a dog person and I would have just spammed him with dog pictures. That is all. I'm so mad that he didn't make merge.
I'm sure he is too. Yeah, he seemed like a cool person.
Rescues dogs and trains them to be therapy dogs. What the
I know.
hell? Who
Like
voted him out?
that's some like good karma.
Yeah.
Like you're just stacking it up.
Alrighty. Well, if that is all on Patrice, after Patrice gets voted out and all of you get to live in the underworld for a round where one of them could have taken your place, but you guys came on top in that challenge. You hit your official merge. So with
Hey,
our
people we know.
I
so
know,
with
I felt so
our
bad. I was like, I don't know any of these people.
with our first juror and who is the mayor of Ponderosa is Karen.
Karen was cool. I talked to Karen. Like, she was funny.
Mhm.
I wish she wasn't
Super
actively
funny.
targeting us. I mean, like, she's targeting Austin and lied to me and told me to vote out Brandon. Like, so, I mean, she was a good sport when she got voted out.
Super cool to talk to during the whole like underworld, whatever. When we were on voice call together, I enjoyed the conversation. She seemed really chill. Wish we talked more, but alas.
Alrighty. And then after we saw Karen get voted out, we saw Claire come after her.
Fun fact, the first merge cycle, Karen and Claire pulled me into an alliance and then blatantly lied to me. So,
Oh,
yeah, isn't that
I was
fun?
also I was also pulled into an alliance with Claire and then lied to.
Oh, such a great bonding experience.
Claire cracked me the fuck up because she like told a very blatant lie about having an advantage that was like easily fact checkable
Uh,
on the vote where she needed it the most. I was just like, if you have a block a vote, then what vote was blocked? It just that made me laugh because I was like, this is why I play these.
R.I.P.
And
Claire.
Claire and I have a mutual friend, and so like I think all those people are super cool. And thank you for playing a game, playing. Thank you for playing an org and trusting your friend Cooper who like lured you into this universe, world, underworld, you name it.
Yeah, it definitely sounds strange when people first bring it up to you, like, hey, do you want to play my fake Survivor game online? It definitely sounds like you're gonna get scammed. So power to
Oh,
her,
God.
like for being just as bad as the rest of us at saying no.
Dude, yes. But she was in the VL for a game that her friend played, so she like saw it all happening and was like, "Oh, maybe I want to do this," which I think is super
What a
awesome.
masochist.
Dude, yes. But I think it's so funny. I think it's so funny and so cool. There's one more thing. I, oh wait. Also, she like this is my favorite thing. She cornered me like one night. She messaged me. I was like about to go to sleep, and she was like, "Austin, be honest. Did you throw the tic-tac-toe comp?" And I was like, and I just pretended I was asleep until I could like think of something like what I wanted to say because I was like, ooh, I could lie here. But then I thought about how I played that comp and it was just like so obvious that I threw it. So I had to like give it 20 words. But I really liked that conversation because she was just like, honesty time. Did you throw? It's like, oh shit.
Honesty time.
Yeah.
All righty. So after Claire ended up entering the jury, you guys enter the single digits of this game and getting closer to that finale point. So, coming after Claire is Z.
Oh my God, I so lied to Z. I'm sure Z is very mad at me. Z is so funny. And
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel bad.
Oh. I'm trying to think of a memory with Z. I have no idea. He was one of the first people who I talked to like once stop happened. I was like, ooh, let me like get to know this person because his intro video was so hilarious to
He's
me.
really funny.
Dude, like so funny. And when I watched it back, like when I watched it the first time, I was like, I don't understand what's going on. And then somehow like watching it sped up, studying for that comp, I was like, holy shit, this man's hilarious. Like, you are funny as hell.
I hope he gets appreciated for his humor.
Like daily. Like, you are hilarious. I wish I was that funny. I'm decidedly not.
Very
Like,
boring.
I'm super, it's so boring. This is the most exciting thing I do most times outside of my job. So good for Z for being hilarious. And I think he knows it too, which honestly, more power to you.
I just think of that challenge when like they couldn't read his answer because of his green screen issue, and he was like, "It's wrong. Don't worry about
It's rock, don't worry about it. You don't need to read it.
it. It's wrong."
All right. Anything else on Z? All right. So after Z gets voted out, you guys enter a fun live night with our tradition since season two, Billy's Big Brother. And during that moment of chaos, we saw the departure of Haley.
Yeah, BB week was fun. Um, I don't just say that because I swept the week. I'm really, really proud of my POV win. I know, Austin, you weren't there. Nobody else participated. So I don't even know what the challenge would have been. Um, Julia was the only other person who opted to play. And when I told her that I wasn't gonna backdoor her, she was like, okay, cool, I'm not playing this. So we don't even know what it was, but apparently it counts as a win for me. So I'm
Hey,
here for
good for
that.
you.
Haley. Okay, Haley was Haley was fun. Haley was like a fun mess, like a mess in a good way. Um, Playing Chinese checkers with her was a trip and a half. I really also enjoyed when she would multitask doing 18 different things while playing challenges. I was like, this girl don't care about this challenge. It's not even in the top 10 of things that she needs to be doing right now. So like power to her. She's like busy taking care of actual human beings, and I'm just like, I was reading a book. Um, so, I mean, like, power to her. Happy, deleted Happy Mother's Day, Haley.
Yes. Oh, Haley would be like one of the few people who I would like actually see their good morning message because I would also be up at like a god awful
Yo,
hour.
she was
And
up so early. So early.
and she's in Eastern and I'm an hour back. So like I would see her message at like 5:30 in the morning when I'm up and just like someone else is up with me. Like, let's go. Which I appreciated because everyone else
She,
I'd have to like
oh my
wait
God.
or like I'd like clearly ignore their message because they would message me good morning at 10 a.m. East Central and I'm like, I'm
No, the cat challenge. Okay. So, like, I napped for like an hour during the cat challenge, and then I came back and Brandon went to bed. And I was up for like another 3 or 4 hours. And it was when Haley came on because I went back to sleep like 7:30 to 9:30. So Haley was up and she kept typing cat randomly. And I'm like, what is she doing? So she went into our one-on-one and she was like, how come the bot hates me? And I'm like, Haley, you need to wait for it to send a cat. And she was like, oh my God, really? She had
it
no
cracks me
idea.
up.
She thought I was like spawning the cat myself. And like I was just getting points that way. So
Haley and I have one thing in common is we both did not understand that comp.
the cat
But I was
comp? It sends a cat. You type cat. It's not that hard.
I was drunk when they sent the challenge announcement.
Okay,
And
that's
so when
fair.
I got home, I was like, oh, I wonder what this comp is. So I opened my laptop and I'm just like, I just see the word cat everywhere. And I was like, what happens when I do that? I just press cat and press enter, and then like nothing happened. And I was like,
And the bot
all right.
laughs at you.
But and then like I didn't know what that was. I thought I was getting a point because I didn't like hover over what the reaction was when it says like colon point and laugh colon. It's just me and Haley were fighting for our lives until finally I think I like just happened to be like looking at the screen when the cat popped up and I was like, oh, okay, that's how it works. But solidarity to Haley because I also did not know what that comp was being like. And after like a minute of looking at my computer screen, I was like, nah, I have bigger fish to fry right now. Like I'm mad at people right
Fair.
now.
Yeah, cat. That is it.
Haley was fun.
She was funny. Yeah.
We
Honestly, you
called
guys
like
put
one or
together a really
twice.
funny cast.
Yeah, right. I called her like once or twice and she was so
Come here
fucking
then.
hilarious to talk to. And she really did keep me company on like driving to the gym that one day. I have a very clear memory of it. And I was like, oh. And she was doing like 5 million different things at once.
Always.
Like all of her kids needed something at the same time. And I was like, I just didn't want to be like, well, if you gotta go, be like, it's okay.
Yeah.
But no, she was
All those
she was
challenges
just
when
kind of
Haley
living
would
her life,
disconnect, it's like, up, waiting for Haley to rejoin
waiting
us.
for Haley. Yeah, that's it's still super fun.
Yeah.
All righty. So moving on from Haley and the Billy's Big Brother nights, we go into the final seven where we see Lens get voted out.
Yeah. That was kind of sad. I happen to really like Lynn's, but man, she was so trusting. Like it was so bad. She'd be like, "Yeah, we could trust this person." "No, we can't trust this person. Stop it." Like she was so like trusting and like just like a nice person. Like she was just a nice person.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah.
All her free food.
Oh my God. I'd like to work at a place that fed me as much as she does.
Dude, I was serious. I was like, is your place hiring me? Because I don't get free food at all. And she would send it like right when I'm hungry. And I like go look at my phone at like 1 o'clock when it's for lunch. And I'm like, damn, like you get some really good food. And I have to like go run and microwave this and eat it in half an hour or less. She works at a casino, right?
I don't know. I'm not sure it's in HR. I don't know what
Was
who she works for though.
I think
Well, come
I don't
here
know if it's
then, and I'll
HR at a
pick you up.
casino or she works in HR and then goes to casino. I don't know. But I was like, damn, I want it. Like that's not so fun. She probably kicked our ass, or maybe not yours because you were super good at it, but blackjack.
Mm. I wasn't really good at it. I had $2 left at the end.
Better than all of us. We had nothing.
That's true.
And she also loved to read. Like, I think that's all three of us have that in common. I at least try to get to 52. I think y'all two like legitimately make it.
I'm on. Let me check my book. I'm on 21. I'm on 21 for the year.
I think I'm at 10. Whatever.
You're gonna catch up over the summer.
Yeah, that's when I usually read like literally a book every other day because I have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
What else about Lynn's? Honestly, like she was a really good team player. Like I think like it was her plus Brandon who spearheaded the whole like idol
Hmm.
hunting thing, like the abandoned hunt and then the idol hunt. That
Yeah.
spreadsheet was legitimately beautiful. I don't think I would have wanted to even spend time to do that. And
I
it
leaked it to
was super
Z,
helpful.
by the way.
Nice.
I leaked the hunt up to I think like level 6 to Z. Luna, come
Just like
here.
screenshot like only that part.
No, I just gave him the numbers, the correct numbers.
Oh.
Um, and then when he was like, it was the idol found, I was like, I don't know, we got to the top and it was gone. Yeah, Brandon had it. Um, this
Which
is this is like
is
the day before
not a
Brandon checked
lie.
it. Yeah.
Oh.
Um, so
Yeah, so I think that goes back to how like trusting she was, like
yeah, just
making
like
that idol
doing all
spreadsheet
this.
like
Come here.
for four other people to look at and like trust that we're not going to say anything about it. Like I think that's really cool.
Right?
Like outside of the game of deception and all of that.
I know.
That's all I have. I don't have
All
any
right. Well,
tournaments.
if that is all for Lynn, so you guys go into the final six, and this is where we see Eric voted out.
Ugh, R.I.P. Eric.
Mm.
I'm so sorry, Austin. I know you were put in a position that you didn't really want to be in. That
Now
vote.
I'm here, so
Rites of Passage would have been more interesting with Eric. At least he knew some of these people.
I know, right? He was cool. He's also another um somehow found orgs through the same mutual friend that Claire has. And I'm just like shocked. I'm like, how you watched a full org and then was like, yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah.
And he was like low-key good.
I liked Eric.
Yeah, he's
I liked
super
Eric.
cool.
We were
That
just never on the same page.
so were we in the beginning. That shit was rough. But
I
yeah,
gotcha.
that whole situation made me sad. I was like, damn, like I don't want to be in this position to vote out somebody who like I legitimately like as a person and like would hang out with. Um, like when that chat left the sidebar, I was like, well,
I'm gonna be real though, like by like final six, I kind of felt that way about pretty much everybody left. Even Lynn's, like these were all really like I didn't dislike anybody really. So it kind of sucked to vote out a lot of these people.
yes. I was like, shit, like this is hard, but a necessary evil. Yeah, I'm happy Eric played,
Me too.
and I can't wait to talk to him after tomorrow night. And then, oh my God, and then when I got pissed at him, actually that shit was funny because I was in the challenge. He like I messaged him that night and I was like, did you vote for me? Because I didn't know like that tribal that I got votes at, I didn't know that I got votes at it. Like no one told me. And so I like looked at the vote count and then I think I asked Brandon, I was like, who got two votes? He was like, you. I was like, wait. And then I go to Eric, did you vote for me? I get nothing. And then Claire, like not even a minute later, sends me this like long like explanation. And then I just go in our alliance chat and I'm like, hey, like I know y'all are talking to each other. We can just do it here with all three of us. And at the same time, I was drunkenly trying to figure out that cat game. Like all that was happening at once. What a
Aw.
memory. But Eric and I worked it out on the remix. So we figured it out.
All right. If that is all for Eric, you guys are moving into the final five where we see Julia voted out.
I hated voting out Julia. Like, I mean, we had to vote out Julia. Um, but like, I didn't want to. Like the way you feel about Eric, like Julia's moving like 30 minutes from me, and we're gonna be besties and go to Disney all the time. This I'm manifesting it. Um, but
Yes.
she's so awesome. But I don't think anybody could have let her go very far in this game.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Not
We'd
happening.
all be losers. Yeah, I love Julia. We, I think me and Julia have the same first org, which I think is really awesome. I don't know how it came up in conversation, but I think I mentioned Skype shutting down, and I was like, "Yeah, I play this game called Sarosa," and she was like, "Oh, I did too." It's the most like not I feel like not very many people have played it, but like the people who have and still do orgs, they're like we all find each other somehow, and so I loved that as our first little connection. She's a cool person. Another orger in STEM, the few, the proud. Um, I might get to see her in like a few weeks because
Nice.
I'm gonna be in Tampa the first week of June.
Nice.
I don't know if that's
I
near
will be
you,
in
but
Canada. I live in Tampa, but I won't be here.
yeah,
Yeah,
makes you sad.
I'm leaving next Saturday for a 3-week road trip. And so
Oh wow. Like you're gonna drive all the way to Canada
yeah. Mm,
and then around and then back?
yeah. It's 21 days. So
Crap, that's awesome.
yeah. But
What
enjoy
else about Julia?
Tampa.
I'm gonna have a blast. I'm there to grade AP test, so I'm gonna get paid and be with a bunch of other nerds partying it up. What else about Julia? I don't know. That was sad. Like shit was sad. Like all of that was so terrible. It was probably good TV. Like honestly, it was good TV. Like if you just like disassociate and like just look. But seeing her super sad about like the comp loss, like literally broke my heart. Um, and yeah, that's not really a favorite memory. That's just sad. I don't know what else to say. She's super cool. Like she's one for me, she was one of those people who like I feel like I found a like a personal connection with her right away. And you can just tell that she brings a lot of people in very easily. And she was always like out doing social stuff, like a cool person through and through.
All right. Oh, go ahead. You can if you have more.
No, I don't have more.
All right. Well, after Julia gets voted out, you guys have your little rest day and then come into tomorrow night, or not tomorrow night, yesterday night, where you saw two vote outs happen with that first person being Brandon.
Yeah, I really liked Brandon. Brandon was like my little bestie in the game. I felt so bad. Um, but I was like honest with him from the get-go. I was like, listen. No, I'm not voting myself out. So sorry.
That that vote out was like all like you said, all of these were just like low key really sad. Um, but Brandon's super cool. My favorite memory of Brandon was him always being like, "Are you awake? Do you want a VC?" And it'd be like 11 p.m.
I'm up late usually, so he would ask me that and it would be like 2 a.m. And I'm like, Brandon, it's 2 a.m. my time. No. Like I'm
Like,
I'm awake, but I shouldn't be. I'm not starting a conversation right now. So,
like I am not awake. And I would like reply back at 5:30, like, now I am. I'm awake now. But he's super cool. I Yeah, I think we bonded very early because we both like somehow watched the same like minor league soccer league. And I shared with him that I have season tickets to the team in San Antonio. And so we talked about that. Like we both he lives in Los Angeles. I used to live there. Definitely someone who like I really did look forward talking to in the game and made the game a lot easier to do because of just like the people is what makes these. And so whenever you play a game and like you don't like all the other people, it's just kind of like putting it bluntly shitty. But he made it a lot less shitty. And I felt like I really did like make a friend, even though he was a butt.
yeah, we had like a really good like mutual friend too, who's actually like my podcast, and it's so funny because Brandon didn't know he
Oh.
was my podcast, and he asked them to do the loved ones challenge with him, and they were like, "You can't have him; he's somebody else's podcast."
Uh,
And like he did know that like that was like after that he's like it's got to be your podcast, and I'm like, "Yep." So,
that's
um,
so funny.
yeah, yeah, Brandon was cool. I really like Brandon, so.
Yeah. I wonder, I'm trying to think of anything else. Ugh, no. No, just a cool dude.
All right. If that is it for Brandon, we are at our final juror and the last person voted out of this game, and that is Kat.
I feel like I didn't gel with Kat, but like I don't know, we worked together most of the game, so. But like I'm not a small talk person, and she's like all small talk. Like I don't want to talk. And then, like
It's
I
so
felt bad because
funny.
I got kind of snippy with her yesterday, so I feel really bad about that. But like. She was messaging me, and I'm on the phone with my mom, who's at the hospital, like giving me updates on my aunt's surgery. I'm like, I don't know. Just go ask him yourself. Like I felt really bad after, but like she's like, I don't know, is that what Austin wants? I was like, I don't know. Go ask him.
She she did tell me about that, and I was like, I had told her what I wanted before she had told me all that, and I was like,
I was like,
because
didn't you speak to
we called the day before. Yeah. Well, no, she called me like right after, when was this? I don't know, like we talked on the phone the night before.
him? Right.
And then that was when I legitimately was like, I actually don't know. Like I don't know what I want right now. Like a lot's
Right. Yeah,
happening.
yeah.
Um, but I will tell you. And if it's you, I will tell you if it's you. Like at this point, like it doesn't.
Yeah. I was just like I felt bad, but it's just like it was really circumstantial. I was just on the phone at the time. Like I just couldn't handle all of these questions. And I'm like, People don't lie at Final Four. Like there's no point. There's no idol. Like there's nothing you can do. Like aren't we all just kind of in agreement here with I was just like, whatever. Like, um,
That was so funny because she did mention it, and I was like, oh, I mean, like, well, she's right. Like, you can't ask me, and I will tell you. And I had like promised to tell her too. I wasn't gonna like leave her hanging. I just don't respond to
My
I just don't
my
respond to
game
people
with
during the
Kat though,
workday.
like I just most of the game was spent with Linz and Brandon being like, "You need to talk to Kat more because she feels like you don't talk to her enough." I'm like, I don't wanna talk to people. Like, I show up when it's time to vote. Like, guys, I don't wanna like, I don't wanna talk all day.
She
So,
did the same thing to me, and I felt bad. Like honestly, like I sometimes I'm the same way. Like I really don't like small talk. I legitimately hate it. Like I hate the first like 3 days of school because it's all this like get to know you stuff. Like I fucking
oh,
hate it. Like
icebreakers kill me.
icebreakers literally like end it now. Like I hate it so much. Um, so I would do it for a little with her, and honestly, like she knows. I think at least with me, like I shared with her like a lot of times when I felt like really down in the game, and I would just be like, honestly, like I don't know, and I feel sad, and I would just like say why, and she would be like, that's valid. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you. When I would like tell other people, like, I'm sad, upset because of this, and I like would get an explanation, and she would just be like, yeah, you're right. Like, that's a valid
Yeah.
emotion to have playing the game. And I'm like, okay, thank you. Like, that's kind of what I wanted to hear. And I didn't even have to like give you directions to do that. So
Like I find
I thought that was really cool of her.
the whole like merge getting to know people thing like so overwhelming. Like I talk to people all day. Like I don't want to talk to more people. And so I was talking to Eric at like the first vote or whatever, and he's like, "So what do you do for a living?" And I tell him and I'm like, he's like, "We've had this conversation before, haven't we?" I was like, "Yeah, we did." It's like and then I'm like, "Is that enough sufficient small talk? Because I'm done now. Like, can we just talk about the game? Like, I don't need to like build this relationship with you. It's okay. We can just talk about the game." Um, and I felt like the same way about like Kat. I'm like, Kat, like we voted together. I'm like, I'm good. Like I'm not. That's why like I do feel bad. I guess she really wanted to talk to me, but she wasn't gonna sway me. So it didn't. I didn't want to be like no, like and listen to her like. I feel bad. I just didn't want to hear like why? Why am I gonna give you like this false hope? So
Yeah. Yeah.
um
I totally see
just
it. I
rip
was
that band-aid off.
honestly not
So
surprised when you were like, I don't need the breakout room.
yeah, like what am I gonna
I would be
do?
more surprised if you like legitimately used it because what were we gonna be in there saying?
Right. This is awkward. Like
Yeah.
I did, by the way, when I voted, I was like, please put sad cat face.
Oh, you
And
did?
they
Okay.
did. So, but yeah, like I don't know, I feel kind of bad about that, but she got me on a bad day. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
usually that snippy. I feel bad. I'm gonna have to apologize to her at some point. So,
I just remembered that she was the other person who I played Chinese checkers with.
oh, I played
And
Ultimate Tic-Tac-Toe with her.
and the whole time it was so funny. I didn't want to tell her this during the game. Like I'm okay now. So she like was like thinking aloud the whole time. And so she was like, oh, he's blocking me. And I didn't know that I was blocking her. And so she kept saying it, and I was like, let me find what I'm doing. And then I found the spot where like she couldn't get through, and I was like, they're staying there. I think if she hadn't like been so vocal about like Austin is blocking my pieces, I would not have known that I was doing
Realized
that.
it,
And I would have,
yeah.
yeah, and I would have moved him out the way, and then she probably would have, she probably would have won.
I played Ultimate Tic-Tac-Toe with her, and like we were supposed to throw that challenge, but like there was no throwing with her. Like it was just terrible decisions all around. I was like, was she trying to throw that challenge? Question mark. So,
No,
but 'cause she's not
I
terrible at
threw.
challenges.
No, no, not at all.
I guess some people are just better suited for like other things, like um but like that particular challenge, she was like, "Damn it." And I was like, "Oh," and that was like my first interaction with Kat. Was just her being mad at me. It's the first time I've ever even heard of this game. Like
My God. No,
so
I when I was throwing that challenge, like we were done in 10 minutes. Like I had that shit on lock. So if you were throwing, like, oh my God, like because I was like legitimately just like giving Claire layups. Like I would just put the piece down and be like, you have to put it the spot where you're going to win. Like there's no other option.
Aw.
Anyway, yeah,
Yeah. Um, I don't know. Cat was Cat was a nice person. Like I
really
didn't really
is.
dislike anybody here. Like everybody was a good person. And so good job casting. Whoever was in charge of casting, you guys did a perfect job.
Everyone's super cool. Even the people who I got mad at, like whatever, I've moved on. I said my little spicy words in the VLDR and moved on with my life. But everyone, yeah, everyone overall, 10 out of 10.
All right. And before we start wrapping everything up, Benji wanted to say something.
And we have those spicy words right now. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Um, before we wrap up and get Danny's decision, I think it would be
Oh shit.
remiss. I think we would be remiss if we did not go down memory lane for both of you a little bit, with one simple question. Well, a complex one question for each of you. Um, what has this journey of DS11 meant to you, and what would it mean to take the title as sole survivor? Whoever wants to start first can start first.
I mean, I really enjoyed my time. Like it's been um like a pretty pleasant experience, which is I know like a weird word to use like for an org, but a lot of times people are crazy. And it's been nice that that didn't really happen. I mean, I don't know, maybe it did pre-merge and those people could have been nuts. But like I wouldn't know. We were singing Kumbaya around a campfire and just winning and ignoring the rest of the game. But like it was just like everybody was, I don't know, pretty pleasant and it was kind of nice. Um, I wasn't sure I wanted to like play another org, and then I did, and I was just like, oh, this is fine. Um, so got me interested in orgs again. I hadn't been playing in like years, so I guess that's pretty good. What would it mean to win? Like, I don't know. It would be pretty cool. I'd really like it. Um, I'll put my prize in a shadow box and hang it on my wall. Um, Maybe I'll print out some of my favorite quotes and put them in the shadow box with it, so I can remember it forever. Or maybe not. Maybe it'll just get dumped in a folder on Discord. I don't know. What about you?
I what did playing mean for me? I don't know, like I don't know what in your opinion, like what's the threshold for being like an org veteran? Like how many
I don't
games or like
know.
how long?
Half a
Because
dozen.
this is only my like sixth game, I think. Like I've only been playing for a year, like a little bit over a year. So I still feel like relatively new to the world, but also like kind of a bit seasoned. Like it's sort of a weird middle ground because a lot of people I feel like they play one and then they don't. And then there's people who just play like a shit ton. And I'm in the middle. So this community still feels like I don't know. There's still the like novelty and like specialness of it because I really do meet super cool people who like the same weird nerdy things that I do. And I feel like over the past like year of playing, I've like met people in person and like we become friends and those friendships have like surprisingly meant a lot to me in my life versus like in the same vein as like college or like when I first started teaching and all that. And so this is just another like positive memory in that whole like this era of my life, which I think is super cool because I didn't like this is just so like beautifully weird that we do this and like continue to do this and like people make friends and like people get married and like have children with people who they meet playing online survivor and so I just think that's super special and uh I love it, which is why like whenever I play, like I kind of I don't want to say I don't care like how well I do because I legitimately do. I'm a competitive person, but it's just like winning would mean a lot to me, and also like the fact that I'm here and the fact that I've met all these awesome people, like including you. Um, like that sounds so Banu, like Million Hearts, whatever. But like honestly, that's winning
No, but
would
like
be
it's true. So,
yeah. Yeah, winning would mean a lot because I've never won before, and I didn't think I wanted to win a game, but now it like oh well now at the end now, and so like I'm like it's like legit possible. So it would mean a lot, and it also this is meaning a lot right now, and I like that.
All righty. Thank you guys so much. Again, I really enjoyed having both of you on this season, and I am very excited for this final tribal council tomorrow night. With that being said, before I end the live stream, Danny, with you winning the final immunity challenge, you have an important decision to make.
yeah.
You will get to choose who goes first in the speech order for the opening speeches, and whichever order you pick between the two of you, it'll be the reverse for the closing. Do you have your
Yeah, I'm gonna go first.
all right? So that means for opening speeches, Danny will be first, and then Austin will be second, and then closing speech, it will go Austin and then Danny. All right, with that being said, viewers, anybody who is watching this video postseason, thank you so much for playing. Thank you so much for supporting our org for our 11th season. Means absolutely so much. And I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream.